Good evening. Then my colleagues Santiago, Alex, Pedro, Mateo, and whoever speak to you, Catherine, are going to tell about the important aspects of Japan.
According to the legend described in the Kojoki and the Nihonshoki, Japan was founded in the 7th century BC by Emperor Jinmu. We can trace beginnings of Japanese civilization from 10,000 to 300 BC. The most important event of the Asuka period is the introduction of Buddhism to Japan, which was achieved thanks to the king of Bakji, who ascended the statue of the Buddha to the ruler of Japan. Chinese language and literature were intensively studied. Chinese characters were adapted to Japanese language and numerous Chinese manuscripts, particularly Buddhist scriptures, were copied. Since 1945, Japan entered to the contemporary period called Jendai. The Japanese government decided focus on the internal evolution of the country, marking the beginning of the currently known Japanese culture.
Place representative Japan. Mount Fuji, a active volcano of 3776 meters high, the highest point of the country. It is in the center of Japan, 120 kilometers from Tokyo, its capital. Sumago. Sumago is one of the towns that preserves its essence of the time. You won't see electrical wiring in public places or vehicles driving through its main streets. Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto. Another emblematic place is the Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto, which is there to pay tribute to Inari. The wood of rice is most attractive feature. It is thousands of tori, the traditional Japanese arch that separates the profane from the sacred. They usually have red or vermilion shades.
The main cities of this Asian country have a modern and efficient transport system. Every day to sun and to sun off, citizens are mobilized in various ways. In buses at high-speed trains, the train in Japan is the most widely used means. But there are with various types of transport. The subway trains that make intermediate routes. Calle Media and very fast trains can now is Shinkansen. In the big cities, very comfortable taxis and buses operate. This means of transport solve mobility problems because they are versatile and easy to use. Mobility in Japan road public transport is one of the fact of recognized efficient, both by its work people and by the tourists that each year arrive in Tokyo and other cities.
Cultural interest places. 1. The Shibuya Crossing in Tokyo. 2. The Blue Ponds near Hokkaido. And 3. The Osaka Castle. Shibuya Crossing joins the most popular sites in Japan with a daily visit of 3 million people. The famous pedestrian has a synchronized stop system in all directions so that vehicles stop and allow the transit of up to 3,000 people at the same time. This point in Tokyo is a commercial area that is fundamental to the city's economy, with stores of exclusive brands from the country and the world. The beautiful blue ponds in the outskirts of Urano, in Hokkaido, northern of Japan, is a magical place. Although it looks natural, it is a dam built to protect the community from mud flows from a nearby volcano. Its brilliant blue is not directly from the water, but the result of the combination of the sun rays and minerals in it. Osaka Castle is a symbol of power and history of the city. Its 2 hectares of green areas are used for walking, playing sports, exercising, and relaxing away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Built in 1583 by the powerful General Hideyoshi Toyotomi, it was demolished and redone after several wars until it gained a very modern look and feel. And the comparisons. First, Osaka Castle is more visited than the Blue Ponds near Hokkaido, but the most visited is Shibuya Crossing. Second, the climate of the Blue Pond is colder than that of the Shibuya Crossing due to its location. And the Blue Pond near Hokkaido is older than Shibuya Crossing, but the oldest is Osaka Castle.
Biography representative Japanese Shotoku Taichi, also called Prince Umayado or Prince Kamitsumiya, was a political leader of Japan who achieved between 574 and 622 AD. His existence is not confirmed, so we are talking about a semi-legendary prince. He would have received the title of regent from Empress Suiko during the Asuka period, 538 710. Shotoku is interesting because he was one of the first to establish a system based on the Switchiness model, centralized government, division of land. The second reason for his aim is that he was the first monarch to use the word Nihon, which means the origin of the sun, or the land of the rising sun. Ultimately, the prince helped establish Buddhism in the archipelago. He built, for example, the Shiteno Buddhist temple near Osaka. Oda Nobunaga, the Demon King of Japan. One cannot talk about Japanese feudal history without mentioning Nobunaga Oda. 1534-1582. The Demon King and great warrior and military leader of his time. The Sengoku period story is very popular in Japan because he is the first of a trio on battlefield master to have the ambition to unify Japan. He was partially successful, achieving the feat of uniting Owari province and won the Battle of Okehazama, before an alliance between the Oda clan, of which he was the leader, and the other clans. He was also victorious in many battles against other clans such as the Sai, Asakura of Takeda. Murasaki Chikibu, the great Japanese warrior. The history of Japan is also marked by Japanese art, illustrated, for example, by an imperial court late from the Heian period to Chikibu, nicknamed Chikibu Murasaki. Her father, Fujiwara no Tametoki, promptly married her off to a nobleman, but she soon became a widow. She was then present to the court to enter the service of Shoshi, one of the two emperors at the time. This gave him time to write his work, Genji Monogatari, a great example of Japanese literature. The book is approximately 2,000 pages long, consists of 54 chapters, and contains 900 wakas, poems. The author also left behind a collection of poems, the Murasaki Chikibu Nikki.
Three festival with shows we found Hinamatsuri. March 3. On Girl Day or Dolls Day, family heirlooms are often displayed in the bedroom of homes. These dolls are dressed in traditional ancestral costumes. They are usually back of the day of the birth of a girl or given of gift by relatives and close friends. Some symbolic dolls are loaded onto boats across the water, with the pair that all back look impurities and evil spirits are transferred from the girl to the flooding dolls, the peach blossom, which take place at this time, is also shown as a symbol of feminine quality and marital happiness. There is Beard of Buddha, April Age. The Beard of Gautama Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, is celebrated throughout Japan of April H. And every Buddhist temple celebrates the Kambutsu ceremony is with tea is expelled from small jars over the the statue of a small Buddha. The Wen Fine Festival Tenjin it is celebrated annually on July 24 and 25. It is one of the three most important festivals in Japan. And they celebrate the god of learning that is enshrined in the Mangu Shrine. It is held of the people of Osaka to pray for business prosperity, especially famous for the period participant dress in historical costumes and for the boats decorated with electric bolts that illuminate Osaka Okawa rivers and the end in the always marked by a huge fireworks display. And the picture shows a girl watching the picture shows a girl watching the beautiful decor. She is the carnival Hinamatsuri. She wearing a blue jacket and black and white dress. And, and I can see some red and pink flowers in the roof. And I can different little figures, and she must be about 12 or 13 years old. I think she is with her family.
Bye bye. Thank you very much.